They didn't change their life with one big decision. They changed it with 5 small habits, repeated for 30 days. No motivation, no willpower. Just this. This isn't about hustle culture or waking up at 5 a.m. This is about psychology, the small shifts that quietly rewire how your brain works. Here's what they did. They stopped checking their phone the moment they woke up. Here's the psychology. The first 10 minutes of your day set your brain's baseline stress level. Checking notifications first thing floods you with other people's problems, opinions, and demands before you've even decided who you want to be that day. They replaced it with 5 minutes of silence. Just lying there, breathing, deciding how they wanted to feel. That's not discipline. That's protecting your nervous system before the world gets access to it. They started making their bed every morning. This sounds small. It isn't. Psychologically, this is called a keystone habit, one tiny action that proves to your brain, I follow through on what I say I'll do. Every time they made that bed, they weren't just tidying a room. They were building evidence. And that evidence became the foundation for trusting themselves with bigger things. They said no without over-explaining. For years, they gave 3-paragraph excuses for a 1-word answer. Here's why that mattered. Over-explaining comes from a fear of being disliked. Every unnecessary justification was them asking for permission to have a boundary. So they practiced saying, "I can't make it," and stopping there. The silence felt uncomfortable at first, but that discomfort was just their nervous system unlearning years of people-pleasing. They wrote down one honest thought every night, not gratitude lists, not affirmations, just one true sentence about their day, even if it was, "I felt invisible today." This matters because unspoken thoughts don't disappear. They get buried and come out as anxiety, irritation, or exhaustion you can't explain. Writing it down gave their feelings somewhere to go besides their body. They stopped comparing their day 1 to someone else's day 100. Every time they opened social media and felt behind, they reminded themselves of one thing. They were watching someone's highlight reel and comparing it to their rough draft. This one habit, noticing the comparison, then naming it as unfair, quietly rebuilt their self-trust more than anything else on this list. None of these habits were dramatic. None of them required more time, more money, or more motivation. They just required showing up for themselves in small ways until one day, 30 days later, they looked up and realized they weren't the same person who started.